Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Sejanus, his fall, and we get to hear from Silius again today in Act 1, Scene 1, because we just keep having these monologues going back and forth between Sejanus and Silius, who are talking about the state of the government and that the government is full of people who just kiss the butt of Tiberius, and actually even Tiberius might be getting sort of sick of the fact that it's a rather ineffectual government at this point. Everybody's just bringing up these issues that really aren't even worth discussing, but they're all very safe to discuss. So Sejanus was talking about that yesterday, and Silius responds by saying, well, all is worthy of us, were it more, who with our riots, pride, and civil hate have so provoked the justice of the gods. We, that within these 80 years were born free, equal lords of the triumphed world, and knew no masters but affections, to which, betraying first our liberties, we since became the slaves to one man's lusts, and now to many. Every ministering spy that will accuse and swear is lord of you, of me, of all our fortunes and our lives. Our looks are called to question, and our words, how innocent soe'er, are made crimes. We shall not shortly dare to tell our dreams, or think, but 'twill be treason. Sob, tyrants' arts are to give flatterers grace, accusers power, that those may seem to kill whom they devour. And then a couple people enter. Now, good Cremutius Cordus. So just a quick aside that at the very end, Cordus and Aruntius enter. But what he's saying here is, like, we're the good guys, but we've become the bad guys because we didn't follow along with everybody else's backhandedness and cheating and lying and scheming and all those sorts of things. He's like, just within the last 80 years, we were free men. Like, people were free, and the only thing that guided us were our passions. But now everything, we're only focused on doing what this one man wants. And the louder that somebody can raise their hand and scream and lie and cheat and steal, the more people listen to that guy. So we are all essentially now slaves to what one person wants. And we can't even talk about what we want, what we desire, where we would like to see things go, because we might be accused of treason. He's like, we're being ruled by tyrants at this point. And then Cordus and Aruntius enter, and he's like, oh, hello, Cordus. And Cordus comes over to speak, at which point the focus shifts over to Latarius and Nata, who, remember, were standing over sort of there. And they are people who are maybe sort of in the pocket of Sejanus. So we switch over to their conversation because they are talking about Cordua, or Cordus, who has just entered. And this is how we get to know who Cordua is. So they let us know that Cordua is a writer, sort of an historian. He's been writing some annals recently that date back to the time of Pompey and Caius Caesar. And we find out that those are sort of touchy subjects at the moment. So when his annals come out, they might be rather controversial. And nobody has read them yet, but he's supposed to be making these annals public sometime soon. So then Nata and Latarius and Satirius all leave, and we switch back to Sabinus, who says to Aruntius that, like, oh, things these days are different than they were when I was a youngin', kind of thing. And Aruntius is going to have a monologue for us tomorrow, so I will see you then for that. Mwah.